welcome back to Blessed Savior News. I'm Jaime Green, and I am having a lot of fun with this, and I think I might need a new career in broadcasting when this is all said and done. In all seriousness, though, this has been really interesting to get to know all the different parts of the Christmas story. You know, I've always thought that Christmas was about the cookies and the toys and the presents and all the fun things that we do. But really, the reason we celebrate Christmas is starting to look a little bit bigger. I mean, the first one we interviewed was Mary, the mother of Jesus. Then we got to interview Joseph, the father of Jesus. Then we got to interview a shepherd whose whole job it was that night to go tell people that Jesus had been born. Then we talked to the angel who came to tell the shepherds that Jesus had been born. Now, if you are as smart as I am, you're starting to notice that there's a little bit of a pattern here. It keeps going back to Jesus. Well, I'm really excited to see who we get to talk to today because there seems to be some things already sitting out for us to talk about, and I'm curious to see what this is all about. I see them coming now. Here they are.
Hang on, I gotta park the camel out back.
Oh, a camel, my goodness. Wow, you are very fancy. And who are you?
I am a magi.
And what is a magi?
A wise man.
Interesting. And what is your role in the Christmas story?
Well, our role can be kind of complicated, so we're just going to give it to you straight from this book back here. You can read my role in the Christmas story. It comes from Matthew chapter 2, verse 9. Give it a go.
Interesting. You're the fifth person now that's handed me this book and told me to read the Christmas story from it.
Well, it is a very important book, it is.
Well, after they had heard the king, they went on their way, and the star that they had seen in the east went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was. And when they saw the star, they were overjoyed. On coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother, Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures and presented him with gifts of gold, and of incense, and of myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, they returned to their country by another route.
So you know, Jamie, a king deserves presents, and it was our job to find this newborn king. And so we had to travel far, far away and follow just the star in the sky. But we did make it. And coming to meet Jesus, we brought him a few gifts. We brought him some gold, some frankincense, and some myrrh. And all of those things will play a role later in Jesus' life.
So really then, your part of the Christmas story is also about Jesus.
It is about Jesus. But you know what, Jamie? Our role in the Christmas story sometimes gets confusing. Because most people at Christmas time put the wise men around the manger scene to see baby Jesus, when in fact we did not get to see baby Jesus. We got to see toddler Jesus.
Well, why were you there when Jesus was a little older and not when he was a baby in the manger?
Well, if you listen from our story, when we were traveling, we went to King Herod, and King Herod told us to go find baby Jesus, and that when we did, we'd have to go back and report to him. So we were on this path to follow the star to baby Jesus, and that's where we ended up.
Interesting. Well, thank you so much for taking time to come talk to me today. It was interesting to hear how your role in the story also goes back to Jesus.
It does, but guess what? We tried to keep Jesus safe, and in that dream, we were told to find a new way home so that nobody could hurt baby Jesus.
Oh, so the plot thickens.
It does. Now, if you don't mind, I got to get to the camels. They were getting kind of rowdy before.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for stopping by. Well, you know, on Thursday, Jennifer's going to be back, and we're going to talk about all the things that we've learned. But most remarkable for me is that this whole Christmas story comes from this book, and it seems to be all about Jesus. I hope you'll join me on Thursday as we see exactly how this all plays out for the real story of Christmas. Bye, guys.